Hello! Welcome! Today we got a game of Component Wars as our standard format and on this brand new map. This map is really cool. So this was made by a resident in our Discord member, Sage, and it features 4 teams as normal and teams of 8. And it is a custom-made, beautiful volcanic island here. So every single thing was custom-made. He traced this. Notable features include there is some cotton on both sides, some psychoid leaves, but honestly pretty scarce for materials overall. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. So first game here, and it's just gonna be me casting today. We are off. On teams in purple, we do have Raptor and Zeus. For red side, we have Aragon and Knight. Yellow, we have Gassy P and Sage. And then blue, we have Lion and Ray. So we're going to see a lot of aggression right off the bat because there's these critical points here where there's cotton and psychoid leaves. Psychoid leaves give you pretty much a pain reduction if you turn them into T, so lots of contested materials right in the middle, and we're going to see for both sides here. Interesting enough though, red looks like they're going for minerals right off the gate. Same with yellow. And no one going for any of the contested spots here, but all the psychoid leaves have been drained instantly by purple, and I'm kind of curious how they're going to go about this. We also have Sage in chat, a different Sage from the channel as well. Lovely to see you, Sage. Yeah, so this is going to be a really interesting match because they're going to drain these mineral nodes really quickly. And then after that, the question is, what do you do? Now, there's components in the center pocket, but there's really not that much you can do in terms of steel. Like, there's a small vein on the back, there's a small vein on your side, but after that, you just have to get right into the middle pocket. So this map is probably going to see a lot of aggression. And right off the bat, we do see red team here. This is Aragon and Knight, and they're going to get their machining table up. They're going for bolt action rifles, and they also have the smithy. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some knives coming out for them as well. This team, we're going to see... Oh, plate armor. I saw that pop up right as I clicked off. Interesting. We are going to see teams here make very aggressive strategies. Look at this. There's even a wall going up right away. So I have a feeling this one is not going to go for the full 2 days. We're going to see a lot of death, and it's going to be really interesting. We do see Raptor here, and Raptor and Zeus, and they're going for a very open base design. They're utilizing that wood. They're getting a generator up, I believe, here, and they're going to start to go for the long haul. This is going to be interesting to see if actually caring about mood management and food makes sense on a map where aggression is so prevalent. No one has touched the cotton nodes yet, so that's still a feature available, and that could feed into teams getting flak vests, which are one of the best armor pieces that you can get. So as we start to see teams start to get their base designs up, Aragon and Knight are completely ignoring any sort of base. They actually get a turret up right away to prevent some aggression, and that's kind of cheeky too, because this could easily shoot Sage if he pushes up a bit. And they are going for the 2 machine tables, so they're going to try to get some bolt actions out ASAP. They're going to completely ignore any sort of base, and they're going to go for aggression. Now, you might think this is the way to do it, but the problem is if you do that and maybe you take out one team, there's still 2 other teams, and you might take some attrition during that. So full out aggression isn't always the best way to go about this. The game time limit is 2 days. We start though 8 hours into day 1, so we're going to end here on the 8th of April, May at hour 0. I highly doubt this one will get there. So general duration usually... Oh, when they move the turret up, so it's actually shooting Sage. Does he realize this? Oh, that's brutal, and his plastile's going to rip through him. Anyways, what I was saying is this one will highly unlikely get to day 2. But in terms of real world time, the games last about 20 minutes. On a long end, you can see 25, pushing 30 if there was lag, but for the most part, this one I suspect is going to be a 20-minute game. We're going to see teams quickly prioritize getting their components mined out, get some weapons up, and it looks like Aragon and Knight are right into the center pocket. They wasted no time at all, and they're going to start collecting components. Shirt says, likes this HUD better than the old one. Thanks, I'm glad you did. I did see a few people commented on the HUD, and we'll keep making small adjustments. I do want to cover certain parts of the HUD, just because there's lots of kind of clutter, And you don't need to see, you know, schedule animals, assign work, all of that. Especially when we get to a tournament setting, we actually need this blank area so we can put information on it. You know, what teams versus who, what's the score. So while it's a little bit empty right now, we do need to have that blank area where we can do it. But that doesn't mean I can't tweak it. I can't minimize, make it bigger, and I am listening to suggestions. So I want to make sure that the HUD is as useful and aesthetically pleasing as possible as we start getting. I bet this is a turret. Oh, and an autocannon turret from these gentlemen. Disgusting. Oh, this is gonna zone Knight off completely here. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. They're taking their resources. They already zoned Yellow off. Yellow's had to pull back. Sage and Gassy P are completely retreated. And look at this. These greedy bastards. They're gonna take over their complete mine node here. Get all of the steel, all of the components. And it's that simple plasteel mini turret that allowed that. They still have access to Psychoid here too. Cotton hasn't been touched. And right now, it's looking like there's quite the lead for Aragon and Knight. And some bolt actions are slowly going to be coming out here too. Now, they will be slow to make them. When you make something outside, you take a work speed penalty, so they won't be quick, but they certainly will have weapons. And since they didn't make any base, they're going to have those up pretty quick. Lots of components are again built up here already. 86 potential. Looks like Yellow is coming back. Sage is walking up. He wants some of the steel, but Knight has a rifle. Knight's not gonna let them get away with this. And now they're running for the hills, but oh, nice, it misses. That's big for them. This is painful. This is really painful for them right now. Red has essentially taken over both sides. Now they are eating raw food though. This could backfire. If you get food poisoning, this will be really, really bad because that's gonna be for the whole day. And I think they're fine so far. That was just a raw mood penalty, but not too bad. Let's take a look at the other teams though. Very standard setup here. I do hear shooting. I think that's just north. Oh no. Raptor got a bolt action up and he is actually shooting into Lion. Lion and Ray are running for their life right now. Looks like Zeus is just kind of getting the base ready. They are getting some bolt actions as well. Bolt actions being the premier weapon on the rim. And Raptor's just going to keep up the pressure. The problem here is Lion doesn't have any weapons up. They did get all of their steel and components, so they do have enough to make something. And looks like they are going to go for a machine pistol. Would be nice if they could get a turret, but the bolt action would also outrange the turret, so it's a little bit moot in that sense. Although base is up, they have moods stabilized for the most part. And there's only one gentleman with a rifle here holding them in, so it's just going to be a matter of time before they can get that pistol operational and fight back. More rifles coming out though for purple. And looks like right now Raptor and Zeus are going to be the team that's dominant on the bottom half of the map. On the top half of the map, it is certainly the opposite. There is a very dominant team here. But they don't have a base up and operational, so we do see the autocannon. They do have lots of pressure with turrets as well. Hard to push in, but on the flip side, mood. Aragon and Knight are two of the most strategic players on our whole roster, but they always forget mood, and I've seen it come back and bite them a few times. Now, what is this? Oh, Gassy P has a spear, and he's going to attack Knight. He runs away. Oh, he lost a middle finger, but that's fine. It looks like he's just, he's trying to get back to them a little bit for all the wounds they took. I think, are they just pumping out spears? This is a very interesting strategy by Gassy P and Yellow Team. They're going for a bit of a spear rush. Haven't seen that before. Definitely not the play typically into an autocannon, but hey, you know what? It did push them off the steel veins. So there actually was some value extracted, and he only lost a finger for it. On the bottom half, blue is still kind of caged in a little bit. Looks like purple has relieved the pressure. But look at this. Oh, so Knight went up for the cloth, and now there's some aggression here. Raptor's trying to zone him off from this cloth depot right here. They did manage to clear out most of it, and he was trying to pick it up. There's a big pile right there, but looks like they're not going to get away with that cloth node. Now, if Knight and Aragon want another cloth node, they have to go all the way to the west side of the map. And that could be risky when there's a lot of spears on the Gassy P squad here. So I'm definitely curious to see how this is going to develop. Looks like we're having a little bit of stuttering here. I'm just trying to see if that's someone in particular. Not sure why, but that's fine. Sometimes it just works itself out. Sage says in chat, Spear has a guaranteed 50% AP. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So maybe that's the play if they do get this steel armor ever made. Oh, and they actually deconstructed their smithy, so they are no longer interested in building a steel armor, it looks like. As we start to get to the night hour 20 of day 2, or day 1 I guess, but transitioning into day 2, we are going to need to see these teams start to prioritize mood. Right now, Aragon and Knight do have a very strong lead, but what they don't have is they don't have any beds. They're still eating food raw. This could easily cause food poisoning, which will backfire big time. And these guys could go into night of day 2 and be in a really bad spot because they weren't taking care of their needs. So let's see if they start to do that as they get a big component lead. On the bot side for the dominant team, Purple, they have a beautiful barracks set up, big base, lots of space here. Machine pistols, bolt actions, cloth, they got the Psychite T. These guys, they're ready. They have a lot of war stuff set up. I think there was a turret they were trying to build. Aragon spotted it and walked up and destroyed it before it was built, so that was a good call by him. And Blue is fighting back. Ray's pushing up with a machine pistol. Machine pistol will destroy the bolt action at short to medium range. Raptor is pulled back a little bit. He might try to get a shot off. No, he's just going to go tend his wounds. And they do have the T in their system, so that will help, but quite a few shots there. And Blue has a good base. Mood stable. Not much food, but yeah, if they get their weapons up, they're still completely in this. They are a bit steel starved, and they made way too much steel furniture here. All of this could have been turned into weapons. And the drug lab you actually don't need. So if you're not aware, if you're trying to make, you do need it if you're trying to make yayo. Interesting. And they do have it. Well, we could see some hard drugs coming out, and yayo will destroy Psychite T. I was gonna say, you actually only need a campfire if you're making Psychite T, but if you're trying to make yayo, you definitely need the drug lab. And that could be big. That could actually be really massive if the drug lab does get made. Looks like Knight and Aragon are starting to think about falling back and fortifying 2 auto cannons. Look at this. These guys want to make the Helm's Deep all over again. If you haven't seen them play before, Knight and Aragon like to get a big lead right in the start of the game, then shore up and turtle up on a defensive point. Now, that can work, but you do lose if all your pawns go down, so issue here could be that they don't eat, they don't sleep, but they start to have berserk breaks, mental breaks, catatonic, all sorts of crap like that, and that can take them out of the game really fast. I wonder what they're working on right now. There's a sniper rifle coming out, so they want to try to get a few more weapons in the mix.
Apologies for the interruption. Lion is having internet issues. He may be backing out here shortly.
Okay. Is that why we keep stuttering? Is it Lion?
That's why we've been stuttering this whole time, yeah.
Alright.
For some strange reason, as soon as I started playing with you guys, my Wi-Fi started to crash for no big reason.
Alright, is this what this same has happened last time, right? Are you in game right now, or are you out and it's lagging us?
I left.
Okay.
Cool. I'm out of here. Y'all have fun.
Yeah, this is annoying.
All good. Why don't you see if you can look into if it gets fixed or stable and jump in the next one if it gets figured out, alright?
I have tried that already. I don't understand what has happened. As soon as I left it, it's just...
All good. I just want to keep the game going here, so I'm going to hop into High Council and we're going to just unpause. Does Hey Ray know he's going to have to play for 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be annoying.
Well, you just hop in the chat. You can follow along and talk with him. I'm going to get the game started again, though, alright?
Alright.
Alright, we're back. We shouldn't have any more lagging issues now. Sorry about that. Looks like one of our players was having some Wi-Fi problems, but that should be resolved. So we were seeing a little bit of stuttering earlier, but I think it should be buttery smooth at this point. Now, this is a classic strategy. What you do is you place a forward steel mini turret and you get some power lines running to it. You can use this to zone people off of certain areas, especially if you put it behind a little stone embankment. Hunting rifles can outrange it, but they can't outrange it if you have to, you know, walk up to an awkward spot. Plus, that leaves the other team open to maybe take some pot shots. There is a whole component node and steel node that has not been mined out right now. And if I were purple, I actually would start to look at maybe pushing up to this node here and trying to zone red off this, because red right now is getting free reign of their steel node. They've already completely juiced all the components off this wall. And I'd be a little bit worried about red getting a bit greedy and pushing into my components and my steels. So I think maybe purple should think about grouping up, get some bolt actions, get some covering fire, get them like a turret placed here, you know, more of a forward posture, and you could probably zone them off that whole node with just a little bit of gunfire. With that being said, though, look at this. Knight and Airgun are really starting to fortify that middle pocket. And this is where they need to drop off the components by day 2. So they're going to get power up and operational. They're going to have the 2 autocannons. They even have one over here. And they're going to be really, really hard to push out of this posture. Now, the question is, will they have enough components to win? Sure, they have been absolutely killing it so far, components. But the mother load of all the components is in the center pocket here. And looks like purple's not going to go down without a fight. They're going to really start to mine up a lot here and maybe push in. We still do have blue in the back pocket. Blue is really caring about mood. And this might seem silly right now if other teams are getting a lead, but blue's going to come into day 2. They're going to have pretty much next to 0 mental breaks. And they do have one secret. They have the yayo. Now, if you don't know about yayo, this gives you an absolute massive, massive, massive pain reduction. It helps with your mood too, helps with sleep, and honestly, 1% OD chance, pretty low. This is going to be possibly a game breaker. Now, if you don't know what I mean, you could have a pawn on yayo with a knife that's just taking bullet wounds left and right, and they're not going to drop their movement speed unless a body part gets shot. So that's how essentially pain tolerance works, is it starts to lower your manipulation, speed, all of that, the more pain you take. But if you're not taking pain and you're not taking bullet wounds to your appendages that are required for movement, your pawn will keep running. So you can essentially have super soldiers coming in. Now, definitely the underdogs right now, Gassy P and Sage. Very interesting strategy, the Field Smithy double tool cabinet in the Daylilies. Haven't seen this one before. Looks like they're going for a bit more of a medieval strategy, so we're going to see some plate armor and spears coming out on yellow. They do have a machining table. They were thinking about building 2, but these guys are starved on materials. What happened is they got shoved off of this whole pocket by red team, and now they're in wooden plate armor and steel spears. So he did get some components though. Looks like he was able to grab a few, and Gassy P here with the what a legend, honestly. The wooden plate armor and the steel spear, and this is tribal warfare. Now they do still have a pocket of steel components here, and looks like blue hasn't touched their northern pocket either. So there's still lots of potential for them to come back in this game. It's gonna be difficult though. We do see some cloth built up for sure, and where are they working on? Looks like some burkas. That's a very interesting call. I don't know if the burka is considered a competitive piece of cloth clothing, or these guys are trolling me right now. It's awful. Oh my god. But they're gonna look cool. They're gonna look really cool. I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna make another burka. Let's take a look at the stats in the burka, just to confirm. So the burka provides 10% sharp protection, a little bit of heat resistance, negligible cold and heat protection, and negative 0.4 movement speeds. So I'm not sure if this is the item that I would make if I were trying to win the game, but damn, do they look good. Alright, let's see what other people are doing with their cloth. On this side, sniper rifle made from from red, sorry. These guys are certainly a little more try-hard, and oh, they're going after the wood armor tribe. Yellow's getting pushed back once again. They have the sniper, they have the bolt actions, and they're running pretty quick right now, and they do have Psychite T in their system as well, so Aragon and Knight are in a very commanding spot, especially with that sniper rifle made. They have the range, they have the distance, they can zone teams, and yeah, they might be in a spot here to take this game. Purple's going for the religious victory. Very true, and yes, Sage, there are layers. But come on, don't try to make this a rational pick. We both know that the Burka is not providing the tactical advantage that even a Duster would. Slight advantage, very slow AP. On the side of the mood and happiness, you know, the drugs are done here for these gentlemen on blue. They are going to work on some machine pistols, and I like this. If you're going to go for a team that's going to smoke like a lot of crack, your best way to fight these matches actually probably would be to get machine pistols. Machine pistols are a great weapon. They have a really strong impact short range, and the only issue is getting to short range, and they have that nailed down because the yayo is going to help them get there. Looks like Raptor is getting some fire here. Ray is running up. Does Ray have anything in his system? He doesn't, but those shots, all 3 misses, unlucky. Raptor's going to pull back with the rifle. And it looks like just a small skirmish there. Bit of a dogfight, but Ray 1 or Ray 2 and Ray 3 are coming back. Raptor's outnumbered a little bit. He does need some backup. Does he have T in his system? No. Oh, he does, but he's severely wounded. So this is not the pawn you want to hold down the position. You want someone that's a bit healthier that can take a shot, because Raptor could just get shot once here, and he will drop. Now they do have a steel mini turret. Ray 2 pushing up. Ray 2 got shot. Pretty big hit there too. Took out half of his HP. Raptor did take some shots in return. Ray 2 can't push up here though, because that turret is right around the corner. What is he going to do? He's going to get a little tendon. Purple could easily push one more pawn up and probably just take him right off there. We'll see what they do though. They do have another machine pistol here. And Ray 4, Ray 5, everyone's going in. Ray's getting some shots. Oh, and he places a turret up. What are they going to do? Ray 4 and 5 don't have weapons. They're actually just going to go and punch the turret. And this is an awful strategy. We're seeing some peak gameplay here today. It looks like they are going to take the weapons of their comrades and make sure they finish Raptor. They're going for some aggression. Raptor work is geared up and kitted for battle, and he has the machine pistol and he has that extra 10% sharp resistance, so I think he might have the damage here to hold them off. I've never seen a firefight like this in Rimworld PVP before, that's certain. Now they do have the number advantage. Raptor pops out the door and goes for a quick sucker punch on Ray 3. Interesting. Looks like they're going to push up with the Burka as the front line here and the rest behind them. Not a bad strategy whatsoever. They're actually taking him down. Look at this. It's the Terminator, the Burkanator. He's just working his way through these pawns as he takes them down. And I think that's pretty much it for blue. Blue has 2 pawns left, but not too much in. They forgot to take their yayo. That's the big issue here. They had the drugs the whole time, and their soldiers were not they were not prepared for that one. Now it does look like they're going to tend their wounds for purple. They're going to lick their wounds and maybe get back to it. Now the question is, can anyone beat red currently? Aragon and Knight have a immense lead on components. They are absolutely entrenched here. They're going for 4 autocannons, I think. And yeah, it's going to be curious to see if anyone can catch up. There's 12 in-game hours, so that's about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And yellow is still not out of this. Now, Gassy P has been working. He has his wood armor here, and let's take a quick look at the wood armor. A 50% sharp actually is not bad, and it slows you down just twice as much as a Burka, so compared to a Burka, the wooden plate armor actually is not a bad decision. There's definitely some tech here that I have not seen before, and oh, I'm missing a fight. Looks like Ray 6 is shot a lot, but he has the yayo. He's not going to drop until he's dead. And yeah, they actually do drop him here, and interesting, he's a trauma savant. Looks like one of those shots to the brain actually made him a little bit stronger. On the north side here, Aragon is pushing up into a turret. This is an accident I'm sure of because he was just face tanking a mini turret, but some wounds there for sure. He's probably not happy about that. And this is a reason why turrets can be pretty useful. He just got some zone control there essentially by just having that down. So the 4 autocannons are going to be pretty much impossible for anyone to get through. I guess they're using a little mini turret as the 4th one. So the question here now for red is, how do we get as many components as possible? But I guess I'm mistaken. The real question for red is, how do we make this a sustainable, eco-friendly volcanic island for the future? And they're getting the rice planted right now, and that's very ecologically responsible of them. So applause to red team for that. We do see him crawling back, Aragon 2, after taking a few shots at the mini turret, and that one did not go well. Currently, Raptor is enjoying a nice tea in his Burka. This is the Burkanator right now, and he's going to be pretty hard to take down, you know, with that 10% sharp resistance. This man is an absolute menace. Does blue have any chance of getting back in this? Absolutely not. No, blue is out of this, and yellow has actually decided that blue's base is their base, so we're going to see yellow trying to get whatever they can right now across the map. Now, who is really in this? Red has not fought pretty much anyone except for yellow, who they've been having this superior technological advantage on, so they're not too wounded. We still do have purple in it, kind of. So they do have some weapons, and looks like he's actually shooting Sage here. It's a real shame, because Sage is just binging on Psychite. He's not wishing violence on anyone, and blue team or purple team will take down Sage pretty quick. Now, let's take a quick look at components to see how teams are. So, blue is completely out. Blue has lost the game. Yellow is still in it, but there's Psychotic Wandering for half their team. Purple is still certainly in it, and they're doing great. They have the turrets. And then our number 1 contender, of course, is the Fortress. Minas Tirith, if you will. This is going to be incredibly 200 components. They know they have the lead in this one. I really am not sure how they're going to break this any other team, but red team has not been contested much this game. They got the good rush, and no one is going to crack this. This is like an absolute fortress right now. Now, they have not been sleeping. They have not been eating. There is a slight chance that a few lucky berserk breaks take out red, but right now red is looking pretty uncontested. On yellow team, it's looking a lot more like an infirmary than a warforce. Quite a few people sleeping wounded on the ground too, albeit there's so much wood here you could easily make the beds, but this is the sleeping quarters, and this is where they will sleep, I guess. Right now, their strategy has been the wooden plate armor and the steel spheres, or spears, sorry. Not the most advanced strategy, but is it working? Also, no. So far, as you can see by the trails of blood, they have not been having the greatest of time. Now, with that being said, they have 15 components on their stockpile, and right now, purple only has 11, so yellow could be taking second place, and this game is just about done. We only have a few more minutes. Now, I would be curious what purple strategy here is. They have about a total of 35 components. They can try to sneak second place, but yellow also has taken up arms, and yellow is going to try to destroy the door, and they're going to get into that yayo, and suddenly with the yayo, there's a chance that they can do something. Now, purple also wants the drugs, of course, and it looks like he's taken a few wounds here, actually. He's missing an eye right now. Let's take a look at what happened. Actually, it looks like it was a nose shot. Kind of looks like his eyes patched up on the forehead there, but maybe not. And there's a bit of a shootout right now. So Raptor versus Sage, and one shot from Sage 2 takes out Raptor across the map. That's it. He was wounded, only needed one to drop, and there's a lot of wounded men walking around this map right now. It is certainly, it's more like infirmary wars currently. Now, he did snort the yayo, so if you can take a look here, pain 50%, moving quicker, sleep fall rate. So essentially, he is, even though he's wounded, he is a super soldier. Now, I say that, but he is really limping around. Why is he so slow? Bad shot to the torso, possibly. A little malnutrition. The pelvis fractured. Well, Sage picks up another rifle. Sage is going to take another line, and they're going to work their way up. Now we do see Raptor work slowly going up top, and the Burkanator is on the move. This could be the play that we need to see Red get their base cracked open. One man and one mission. Look at this, tactically getting this distance. As he moves up. Now yellow actually is taken over the mines, and they're gonna try to get some components last second. I like the strategy. They've walled themselves in. Raptor does push up a little bit, but that autocannon turret could one-shot him right through that Burka. Now, there might be just enough protection from this Burka though to protect him. Let's see if there's a religion protection bonus. And he just lost an ear, but it dodged the head, so it's looking pretty good actually. He takes down Aragon with one shot. No way, right in the eye. Beautiful. He's slowly moving up. Another shot onto Knight. Will he hit? Knight grabs sniper rifle. Raptor continues to push up. Relentless advanced. Now, against a sniper, how effective is a Burka? That's the real question. I don't think it provides any protection. The sniper has 38% armor penetration, so unfortunately the Burka's 10% protection that it gives is not going to be enough. Let's take a quick double check though. He does have some other layers too. At 10% on the sharp, button down is another 20, so unfortunately the sniper rifle is going to shoot right through that Burka. Knight is lining up a few more shots. He does have the range. Does Raptor realize this? Ooh, quick miss. He's going to push up. Raptor's pushing up through the dirt. He's going through the shots. He's going to line up a shot. Sniper rifle's going to come in though really quick if he's not careful. Knight goes for another. Will he hit? Nope, another miss, another miss, another miss. The Burkanator is going to pull out. Looks like he is currently dodging everything. I do hear something being destroyed right now. Looks like Smelly P is trying to get out of the den that he walled himself in. Sage is pushing up on the autocannon, but the sniper rifle and the autocannon, this is going to be really tough to push through. He's trying to get some layer down. Look at this. It's the melee rush. They're going for the autocannon. Knight pulls out with his comrade, trying to run to safety. And it looks like they're going to successfully take down this autocannon turret. Oh, but it's shooting another one. Now they need to run out of there, though. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The humanity. Smelly P gets absolutely incinerated by that explosion, but they did manage to get a foothold onto Red's base. We have about 30 seconds, give or take, left of day 2, and this one's about to be over very quickly here. Yellow makes a field hospital. They're going to try to tend up. There is pretty much nothing we can do here. Red is going to take this one very shortly, but it looks like Sage is going to get one more shot in before anything happens. And he gets shot. Unfortunate. He had the yayo there too, so they really did have the advantage in pain tolerance. Let's take a quick look so we can easily determine who's first, second, third. Red is first place, 11-4. Purple, there is absolutely none for blue. That is 0 hours. And it looks like yellow does have 15. So first place is red. Second place is going to go to yellow. Third place is going to go to purple. And last is unfortunately going to be blue. If you want to join a game, we're going to link the Discord in the description. Hop on in. We play weekly. Anyways, until next time, cheers. Thanks for watching.